the DP28.
Yeah, and Team Solo Mega is going to get caught, and he's going to get knocked right away. His team, though, is going to be able to position themselves. This is going to be an interesting fight, even though Vampire Esports don't have the height advantage. I would love to see how Team Soul is going to be able to defend this. They're thinking about getting away. I don't think they're going to have enough time. Hector decides to lay down. Can he play the snake? Can he get some knocks? He gets spotted, and he gets absolutely knocked. Luckily for them, that distraction was able to just create some chaos. Some two players from Team Soul were able to get away, but guess what? Atani Esports, this is what I wanted to see. Try to third party something. Send a text, throw in some nades, send a text, trying to get some man gonna be Wildcats. Who's it gonna be? And then we have a player from Team Soul, Goblin, just waiting patiently. And this is actually something that we saw from Team Soul yesterday as well, being able to just slow it down. It was just
side here. Vampire Esports is out in 14th place. No placement points, but 3 elimination points gone there, where Soul is out as well.
Able to see him, and is he going to want to take this fight? You can't be driving like that in that terrain. We just saw what happened earlier to Team Falcon. So maybe he rethinks that. And as I say that, now he's starting to get shot at. And I think he's getting shot at by 52 Esports as well. As Omega is able to get the knock there on one of the players. And guess what? Vivo Kid is also able to trade it out. They're just currently, it's 3 teams fighting right now, Martin.
Yeah, the third party coming in from 52. Quite insane to see here with Daku taking that down. That's actually falling quite a lot apart for Team Soul. Looked like they had the upper hand. McGrill and Diego both down at the most. Cielo is also knocked right now. Adrian trying to make something happen here. Takes shots towards Soul. Connects a little bit onto Goblin. And now he has to take the fight straight to him. Pushes with the UMP. Goblin's low himself. He's going to find a potentially. No, you not able to connect just yet.
Goblin has no heals.
No, he has no heals. Going to have to run away for the Blues on 7.
Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't want to stay there for that fight, and as soon as I saw that, yeah, that makes total sense. You get out of there, Goblin. You try to get into that zone because Adrian is going to have those heals, and you do still have to worry about 52 Esports because they have a lot more lead. They can end up gatekeeping you.
Yeah, exactly, Omega. What can you do here? 12 bandages, 1 first aid, and not much more.
I'm surprised.
The gatekeep here right now. It's Enigma Galaxy Road. He's going to find one of the Soul players. He's going to be able to get him down. He gets third party from the side from 52. Again, a nuisance from these players. Omega takes shots. Rupa changed to the mini, takes him down. And he's going to be able to confirm the elimination as well. Really rough situation for Team Soul. They're the guys initiating on Vivo Key.
Team Soul getting eliminated with 3 LSG going up against Team Soul. What's about to happen between these two? You see Didi, and I think they have an idea. And RSG is going to let those grenades rain down on Team Soul. Who is going to get the first knock? That's what it's going to come down to. Goblin, there you go. He decides to get up. He gets a knock, and now he's about to get knocked himself. They do end up trading. Ashot going for the knock with Lightning. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. He does end up getting knocked. GC being able to get everybody off the elf angle right there.
Wow.
And Team Soul escaping with just 1 player, but RSG, I mean.
Representatives from NA just going to have to lane that's got a lot of trees, a lot of hills.
Batted on the way in. If you try and change this gameplay very quickly, they wanted to come into today with a little bit more oomph.
Speaking of there's an auto shot going around the side. A Soul with the remaining 2 players clash with Enigma Galaxy. 2 players alive and up and standing. Only the 1 for Soul right now on the top floor. It's Akshat to hold off against Freak as he pushes through. Stays alive but low HP. Info given. That's an ankle tapped as well as Lord's timer does tick down lower. Push from Ralph. The first aid not quite there. And Akshat falls. Soul eliminated.
What is that? Is that a Molotov from his own team?
Teams at the start of this game, Blank. Team Falcons, Reagan's Gaming, and Vampire Esports. Vampire Esports and Reagan's Gaming have now gone down in this game, so they're not really going to be moving too far. The benchmark is going to be Team Falcon's performance to try and break away from that peloton behind Stalwart Esports and try and make that catch. Team Soul, shots over towards 4 rivals, working out.
And they've been able to hold in those circles, had some really good fragging power, but it's Team Soul moving up towards USG, who had to get laywayed on the road.
DBS in hand, they try to hold off, but it will be dismounted on a 1-for-1 trade. USG Donuts looking to hold off with the M249 around the side, but that's dispatched as well. It's another 1-for-1 trade, but there's an off angle. They find a little bit more. Goblin and Omega now, the damage pours in towards the Donuts USG squad, and they cannot weather.
Bridge, you can see Goblin tries to take shots over towards him. He's in the smoke. It's only a matter of time here.
Action under fire in the smoke. Somehow does stay alive, but the nade is not going to be so kind. dropping that damage in.
Dear
That's a
me.
bombardment and a half, but Action still
lived.
has that sliver. He's running away, looking for the challenge, but that's...
Players back up in action. Sung, massive oversight still.
Yeah, needs to hold that position. Sung is now their only lifeline, unless they can get big reses. Soul mount the offensive. They know Damwon
Goblin.
Kia has been shredded, and they will go 1-for-1. The trade in the back line as well. Here comes Damwon
It's
Kia.
Sung.
This is Sung. He's spoiling everything for basically everyone. Akshat needs to get this res. They're right on the edge of the blue. Morph put a nade in the right place, and it's game over. It's curtains for Seoul, and Zay might just be able to do it. That is Team Seoul.
I don't think they will see just yet. They may have heard Eitan Esports moving up from that eastern side up towards Lipovka.
Ooh, a spin out there, but it's good for Cielo. Able to get one knock. Unfortunately, Goblin was absolutely on the turret there. And they should be able to get this res. Team Seoul, Fragger for the team, so a real difficult situation there. Akshat rolls on in, finds another. Team Seoul with their lead player at the moment doing absolute work. Akshat once more as well. Around the side, Pika looks to hold it down whilst they get the res onto Action. Damage through the window found. Looking for more as they push on in. Akshat, does he have the backup? The rest of Team Seoul need to be on the back heel here. Pushing in, and just in time, Goblin sends in through the door. Scry goes down. Top soon to follow. Pika on the back wall as Hector swings around wide. Pika falls. Excellent flank. Hector wants the back line, but it's Action coming through. Looking to storm back in for Team Stalwart. Omega needs to get into the fray now as Akshat once again left in a sticky spot around the bottom of the stairwell. Maybe looking to try and send this res is risky, but it looks like it might work. Action spots the push from Omega, and he's doing so much right now for the squad. Top fragger of this tournament so far, and he's got 3 players from Seoul to deal with. Cannot handle the pressure, and that is Team Seoul taking out their crossing. Luckily, all 4 of them stay alive. Can they weather the storm? Looking to try and pepper their back as they push on through. It looks like they might have found that